You look like some trouble I just might wanna get into. Pull up and slow, girl, you know I don't do it. So pull up in the drop top, baby send the addy. Hit it from the back, cause I know you got a fatty, yeah. Sippin' on some rock, fucking naughty. Got me in her mouth, I'm my new favorite candy. Double G where the waist is. She don't mess around with no basic. Roll me up a blunt, gotta face it. Just another weekend getting faded. Gotta stay away from the fake shit. They gon' say they love you when they hatin'. The rats gon' lead where the snakes is. The demons gon' lead you to Satan. You look like some trouble I just might wanna get into. Pull up and so, girl, you know I don't do it so. You look like some trouble I just might wanna get into. Pull up and so, girl, you know I don't do it so. Lines and tequila, can't forget the reefer. Always call my phone, but say nothing when I see ya. Lines and tequila, can't forget the reefer. Always call my phone, but say nothing when I see ya. You look like the gym, your favorite hobby. Swear you the baddest at the party. Two turn to go right in the Audi. She gon' ride it like a Kawasaki. Anything you can do, I can do better. You got the juice, but the sauce is forever. Shopping at Marshalls, I buy Gucci sweater. Just spend a rack on my mace and my jealous. That bitch body, skin tone, looking like she came from the island. Off-white, fashion over, never needed stylist. Love getting high, that's my new co-pilot. 3 a.m., Patron and the goose. I don't wanna sip alone. Yeah, I'm pouring shots for two. You look like some trouble I just might wanna get into. Pull up and so, girl, you know I don't do it so. You look like some trouble I just might wanna get into. Pull up and so, girl, you know I don't do it so. Lines and tequila, can't forget the reefer. Always call my phone, but say nothing when I see ya. Lines and tequila, can't forget the reefer. Always call my phone, but say nothing when I see ya. Lines and tequila, can't forget the reefer. Always call my phone, but say nothing when I see ya. Lines and tequila, can't forget the reefer. Always call my phone, but say nothing when I see ya.
W Technology. What's going on, boys and girls? Happy Friday. I hope you guys are having a fantastic Black Friday out there. I pressed the wrong fucking button. I'm an idiot. Sorry about that. Hope you guys are having a kick-ass Friday out there. The boys had a chance to laugh at me behind the scenes. So it's fun. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us today. I'll do this because it's going to stress you guys out. Welcome to the VSauce team, all about the NBA. My name is Sweatpant Jesus.
My name is VSauce.
And I'm just Sukh.
Let's fucking go. Look, everyone, can we appreciate Sukh's beautiful hat? Look at that hat. Look at it. Look at that Dolphins gear. No, Baker Mayfield does not play for the Dolphins, but that hat was too fresh to not have on the show. So love to see it. We appreciate you guys kicking it with us today, talking all about the NBA. This is brought to you by Betting News. You guys know the deal. Go to bettingnews.com for free, FREE. Get a little bit on the sports betting slate every single day. You can go to the QR code in the top corner of the screen right over here and click on that, or you can go to bettingnews.com. Get stories from all of us talking about the sports betting slate every single day. We appreciate you guys kicking it with us. We had an electric spaces earlier today. It was so dope. It's been awesome having so many people come through and pitch their plays. Excited to hear what everybody has on like a daily basis. It's so dope listening to everybody's different angles, different spots. I mean, we talk about it all day long, but then to have somebody come in and be like, yo, I'm really seeing this out here. And like, then it makes you look at something completely differently. Today, somebody came in, dropped Jonas Valanciunas' rebounds. Hadn't even looked at it. Gonna play it myself. Love that line. Love that play. Really good stuff. So love it when the community comes together. It's what it's all about.
And Curry under threes. I know nobody liked it, but for some reason, the more and more I think about it, and why not?
I know, man. Like you said, I mean, he had a shit game last game. I feel like that it's tough, dude. I would not want to play a Curry under, like, because he'll come out and hit 4 threes in the first quarter, and then you're just sweating balls the rest of the game. But
and they're playing the Spurs though, so that's the thing. Like, you might not play the fourth.
Yeah, they might be blowing him out by then. So that is a good point. You got to have some stones to play Steph under threes. You really do.
Yeah.
But if you guys came and viewed us, hang out with us on Twitter earlier today, we appreciate it. If you're watching us on Twitter right now, thanks so much. Come by on Twitch. We have fun on Twitch as well. If you're watching us on YouTube, thanks for stopping by. We're not going live on Facebook for right now, but that's okay. It's just a change to the programming. But if you're listening to the podcast version of this episode, however you're consuming this media, we appreciate you guys kicking it with us every single day when we go live. All the good vibes all the time. Indeed. Today, we're going to, after what we did last week, we're going to go through every single game with the in-season tournament today. We're going to talk about Celtics are obviously playing right now. So that game has already gone off. We've got games for the rest of the day, though. Also, that football game just started. I thought that game was later today, but it actually just started. So that game's going on too, which is we can talk a little bit about that while that game's going on. But we'll go through the entire NBA slate, kind of give our thoughts and leans on specific games, give our PODs as we get through the entire slate. And then obviously we'll cook up a saucy 4 and then a lotto to round us out to get the party started. Gents, how we doing today? You guys ready to rock and roll? Excited for the Friday vibes?
Fantastic, dude. Yesterday with no basketball seemed so empty. I had to cake as NFL. I had to bet it, bunch of cake. Was very disappointed. Not just glad the NBA is back today.
Yeah, happy holidays to all the Americans, but yesterday was just another Thursday for us Canadians. I was just sad that your Turkey Day took away from basketball, but hoops are back, ready to bet, ready to watch.
Indeed. It's going to be a big day, big in-season tournament. There's also hockey as well. Our hockey guys are chomping at the bit to bet the ice tonight and today. There's some games going on right now as well. Yeah, it was weird. No NBA yesterday. I think the NFL is kind of has a embargo on Thanksgiving. Yeah, I mean Christmas. Obviously, there's big NBA games. There's also Christmas. I think Christmas Eve NFL games. So lots of holiday
game now too, isn't there?
I think there might be. Yeah, I think you're right. I think there might be. There's definitely a Christmas Eve one. There might be a Christmas Day one too. Yeah, the NFL definitely took over Thanksgiving. Kind of pain, but I get it, I guess. But we get it all today, so that's all good. So big slate tonight. And let's go ahead and dive in, gents. We already got Goats in chat. Hello, Kanika. Hi. We want to hear. All right, so you weren't willing to give your plays earlier in the spaces, which is fair, but we want to hear them in the chat now. So what do you like now? We need to know. And Austin, what's up, dude? What's up? Appreciate you being here as always. If you guys don't mind sharing the link, sending out to your friends, get some more people in here because we want to get as much knowledge as we can going into this slate tonight as we dive into this beautiful NBA slate for the in-season tourney. Let's go ahead and bring it up here, guys. We have got multiple games all over the league tonight, all in-season games, lots of different angles to attack here. Go ahead and bring up our different view. Look at this schedule we got going on here. So we got the group play schedule. As we talked about already, the Celtics and the Magic game is going on right now. The Celtics had a 10-point lead at the end of the first quarter.
Up 8 right now. Yep.
8, okay. I have Jaylen Brown for his points in that game. So looking pretty all right so far. He had 12 in the first quarter.
I will say if you popped into spaces, you cashed out on JB for his basket plus 450. Hit a 3 just like we talked about, right? Early in the shot clock. I think Tatum missed a layup. Magic missed on the other side. Took JB 5 seconds in that brand new shot clock to launch that 3. Cash.
Splash. That was such a surgical play. KD is out. Breaking news. So KD is not playing. So good. Yeah, JB is on fire. I put JB 25 plus in a lotto last night. It was the first buttons I pressed. So what's he at right now? Is he still at 12? Or is he moved on up the ladder a little bit? I don't know. I'll have to check it out and see. But
yeah, I don't have it up.
It's okay. I'll pull it up in a minute. All right. So we can obviously skip over that game because it's already started. And we can move into talking about this. We can talk about this. Phoenix and is Katie confirmed? Apparently so. You guys seeing that as well? Katie is out, apparently. I'm pretty sure from Austin that he would not lie to us. It was questionable. We were talking about it earlier in spaces. Yeah, he's out. Yep. KD is officially out.
Yeah.
So there we go. So I wonder if this
Booker
line
assist?
has moved. Yeah. Well, V already got it at 7.5. I'm sure you like it even more now.
It's
I
moved
don't
to
know
8.5 now.
Is it plus money? What's the odds on that?
No, minus 105.
Minus 105. All right, let's pull up. Let me pull up what the live line is for this because this just happened right before we got started. So the -7 might not be the case anymore. It might have moved. It's -5 now. So the Suns are -5 against the Grizzlies with no KD news. Did you guys have some thoughts to get us started on this one now that we especially know that KD's not playing? V, I guess you want to talk about Booker?
Absolutely. So before the KD news, yes, this play makes more sense with KD out, but I love that with him into a lot of those assists that Booker's been getting have been coming off of KD catch and shoots, whether it's from the mid range or from the 3-point line. Having that offense from KD definitely helps, but I still like this play at the over 8.5. I do kind of like it. I feel like we've lost out on some value there, especially on the ladders that we had tapped into last night, 10 plus, 12 plus, 13 plus. But I do think now this game should be a little bit closer, right? Maybe hopefully until the fourth quarter, Booker may be playing a little bit more minutes and he'll see a higher usage, which should translate into more potential assists and more assists in general. KD being out, and we talk about this all the time, buying bad news in the NBA. I kind of like the Suns now at -5. I'm kind of leaning that way. I think they come in and get the job done. This Grizzlies team has not been that great. I know Desmond Bane is a game-time decision right now. I could definitely see him sitting just because the Grizz are out of contention for this tournament. He probably needs the rest. He's been doing everything for this Grizzlies team. And against the Suns, a game that maybe they're probably not going to win anyways, I could definitely see Bane sitting tonight. And I think the -5 is going to be a play for me. I'm going to wait a little bit, see where the line settles in just because the news just came out. But I'm really leaning with the Suns here, -5. I just think the Grizzlies have no offense if Desmond Bane sits. And even if he doesn't sit, we've seen it. He'll put up 30 points and the Grizzlies will still score 95 points in that game. So it's been tough for points for this Grizzlies team. I just really lean with the Suns. What about you boys?
So I just brought it up on the screen just to show the group standings that you were just kind of alluding to. As you can see in the top left corner of the West Group A, the Lakers have already locked up this group, by going 4-0. So they have confirmed. Yo, what's up, Jay's Prop Shop? Hey, man, thanks for stopping in. We appreciate you being here. Hope you enjoy the show. And thanks for coming into Spaces every day. Yeah, the Lakers have already clinched moving on to the knockout stages. The Suns are 2-1 right behind them, and the Grizzlies are eliminated, as you were talking about. So not really much to play for in the Grizz besides just getting a dub for their season record. So the -5 does look kind of enticing. Sukh, what do you think about it, man?
Yeah, I don't even know why this line isn't bigger. The Grizzlies are just not very good right now. They've got guys, they got more guys injured than playing. They just signed Shaquille Harrison to a 10-day. They're struggling. They're looking for anything, and I just don't think they have any answers. I think the skid continues. I just think the Suns win here. I think D-Book has another great game. I remember we talked about when he was coming back from injury, like, oh, do we think he's going to do 30 again? Is he going to do that? And me and V have gone back and forth on this for years. I used to be very low on D-Book, and he's really transformed his game, adding defense. And now this year we see he's a great point guard, a great point guard that can get buckets and get assists. So I think the Suns Grizz game, there's not a lot I want to bet on for value sake, but I do think I agree with you guys. There's nobody else that's going to win this game besides the Suns.
We mentioned it earlier in the Spaces. I said this when the guy brought up Booker's PA. I mean, obviously, V, you got the 7.5 line last night. I did also ride the 10 plus with you in that same lotto with JB. So looking all right so far. I liked this PA line, and I told the guy in Spaces to go ahead and take it then because I assumed that it would jump up higher. I mean, his points line right now is 31.5 in this spot. The only way that hits is if the Grizzlies do keep this game close, and if the Suns decide they want to win this game, play the whole game. So definitely, if you think a guy's going to not play, like KD news came out earlier, and then the line's like kind of chilling with somebody else like Booker, that line's going to immediately move when Durant gets ruled out in this situation. So
there is one interesting look that I had in this game, but I'm not too confident on it. I haven't placed it yet. Is Bismack Biyombo points and assists. He was soaring over this before. It's at 10.5 -120. When the Grizzlies really signed him first, after Clark went down and Adams obviously hasn't played at all this season, but he was soaring over this with games of 15 rebounds, 12 rebounds, 10 rebounds, 11 rebounds. The last 2 games here, he hasn't really hit, but I think the Grizz kind of need him. And I think that's a cheeky little play. I don't know. You'd have to build it out into a parlay, though, to get good value. I don't know about playing it as a single.
What's the line on that, Sukh?
Minus 120, 10.5.
Rebounds?
Assists and rebounds.
That's AR, okay.
AR,
yeah. I would never think to play a Bismack Biyombo look, but that's why I love you, dude.
I was just sorry, looking at the Sun stats because this sounds surgical. Let me pull this up here. Where is it?
Because he can really bang around with Nurkic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the Suns are giving up, but they're very weak against the center. They're giving the 26th most points to power forwards and 13th most to centers. But the thing is, we know that power forward center spot is a little bit more of a hybrid, especially with the way the league's going. It's a lot more matchup based. So sometimes, like you see power forwards doing better because they're being guarded by the other team's power forward, which is sometimes the guy like the team's worst defender in for a lot of teams. I think that this line looks good, especially with the rebounds, because they're giving up a lot of rebounds to centers. So
yeah, because their fours are small with Bates D up there and Okogie, who stretches out to play the 4. I just think that Bismack, who's also not a large center himself, is just such a high motor guy and sneaky with the assists. So I like it at 10.5. It's probably only sitting there because he missed the last 2 games, but like I said, he's soared over this every other game he's played this season except for 1. So he's only missed 3 times this season on this.
I agree. I was going to ask you about Grizzlies props, like guys that we should maybe target that are not like the most known guys, just because if this is a game where Bane sits and they are going to get blown out, these other guys might have some value, especially if they play well into the game.
I mean, the books know because I'm not seeing lines for any of these Grizzlies guys besides Biyombo and Bane, who you said Bane might not even play.
Mm-hmm.
It could also be a lot of those lines are returning because of the Durant news, like they're having to adjust that market, and you know how fast it can happen. This AR look is really nice, man. I'm just looking at the graph here as well. 3-4-4 in his last 3 games before those 2 games where he didn't really do a lot in those games. But as long as he plays substantial minutes, this is a cheeky look for sure. Especially if you think if the Grizzlies are going to hang around. But like you said, V, he's kind of blowout proof because he's probably going to play. So interesting stuff. Cool. Any final thoughts on this game before we move to the next one?
No, please, sweet Jesus, let's not talk about this fucking game anymore.
All right, we can do that. Let's move on. Anybody? I haven't seen news about Bobby Portis, Austin, so I don't know about that. But I would assume he's playing, unless he got the same cold that Giannis has. Also, from
Giannis playing now, because I saw that line go to 13.5 for the. Was it always 13?
It was always 13.5. So it's 13 from what we got on here, but yeah, I think he is considered still questionable. It's probably going to be one of those shitty situations where they may not rule him out until game time where he plays, but he's not 100% type of thing. Cool. All right, let's move on to the next game. Let's talk about this Heat and Knicks matchup. The Heat taking on the Knickerbockers in the Garden. 5.5 point favorite earlier today. Were the Knicks? Let's see if that line's still it's at 5 now. So it's moved a 0.5 point towards the Heat. Minus 112 is what I'm seeing live right now for the Knicks in the Garden. Just bring up the standings for you guys to see kind of how this is shaken down in the actual bracket here as well. So the Knicks are 1 game back from the Heat. The only team eliminated on the East Group B side in the group standings right now is the Wizards, and that everyone else is kind of clumped up in the middle there. So, gents, what do we think about this Heat Knicks game? Any thoughts on this one?
I can go first here. Yeah. I kind of like the Knicks today. Friday night in the Garden. I know that Bam is questionable, and we talked about in Spaces, a bunch of people that were super surgical brought up on separate occasions how Bam doesn't really do good against Mitch Robb. We know Mitch Robb is a foul-heavy guy, but he's been great this season, and I really think that the Knicks kind of sneak one in. The Heat have been good. They've won 2 in a row, but I think the Knicks are just kind of tuning up, and I like them to upset the Heat tonight. I don't know. It's just a gut feeling. I haven't really labbed too hard. I just like the Knicks today.
Well, it wouldn't be an upset. They're 5-point favorites, but they could cover. They could win by 10. And
I thought you guys said the Heat were dogs.
No. Well, the Heat are dogs. So
the Heat are dogs. Oh man, sorry, I'm all over the place today.
Don't worry.
Okay. It's all right, buddy. The Knicks are 5-point favorites right now, and the Heat are 5-point dogs. But yeah,
So the Bucks agree with me.
Yeah, you are the books. Sukh is the books. Yeah, I don't have any props. People were all over this Bam under, which I can see the logic here, especially with the Mitch Rob matchup. People were also talking earlier today in Spaces about RJ Barrett having a decent game against the Heat tonight. I didn't have any thoughts on this game specifically. I would lean also with the Knicks to cover here, to win by maybe 10 plus in the Garden and kind of get the job done. V, what do you think?
My initial thought was the Knicks too, with no Duncan Robinson, Bam Adebayo, the way he struggles against Mitch Robinson. I'm just wondering where's offense going to come for this Miami Heat team right now. No Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson is out of the lineup. Bam Adebayo could play. I think he's probable now, but with his matchup issues with Mitch Rob, like how many points or how much offense is he going to be able to generate, right? And then not only that, but now you've got Jimmy Butler, who's kind of been struggling from the field, I'd say. He's not a guy that is going to average 25 points per game or 26, 27 points per game. He'll have those big scoring outbursts. I don't know, because the thing that is, I guess that's stuck in my mind is the fact that this is a tournament game. A 5.5 point spread for this Miami Heat team that is 2-0 right now in tournament play could go to 3-0 and have a real shot at a spot in Vegas, right? I know they're playing in New York in the Garden, shorthanded, but 5.5 points against this feisty ass Miami Heat team. Like, I don't know how much.
Is it Jimmy tonight, V?
It could be, because I don't know how much stock they put into this tournament, having been in the finals 2 times like the last 6-7 years, and like the success they've had in the playoffs. But every time there's a meaningful game, that's when Jimmy shows up. That's when the Heat shows up. And that's when we see Eric Spoelstra is above and beyond most coaches in the NBA. It's games like this. I guess it depends on how much stock are the Heat putting in this tournament right now. I just can't get a read on that. So I think for me, it's a stay off.
Okay.
Duncan Robinson is apparently out as well. Yeah, this game feels like a stay away in general. I feel like I agree with you, Sukh. If I had to bet it, I'd probably take the Knicks and lean with the Knicks, but I don't really want anything to do with anything in this game. Not even a prop. Like, this game could just get funky and weird, and the Knicks could maybe win by 20, and then you're just.
Would you touch Julius Randle double at plus 135 though?
No, because then I don't want him to get 10 rebounds for our fucking season entry. So no.
That's dead. We might as well cheer this guy on to get rebounds now.
Just hundreds of rebounds. I will say this is a good point from Shadowrev from Jay's Props in the chat. You could take Mitch Rob double for plus 600.
I honestly love him even if Bam plays. Even if Bam plays, you should still spend a lot of time near the hoop looking for rebounds. A lot of times where I have trouble betting center's rebounds is when you get a stretch 4 or a stretch 5, pulling the center away because he's not used to rebounding from 15, 16 feet away from the hoop. He's used to being right there grabbing rebounds. So as soon as you introduce a stretch 4 or 5 into the game, it's a little bit tough. Oh, fuck yeah, let's go. How many yards? How many yards?
Bomb, or was it a short guy? Command wins. Also, what's up, Command wins? Hey, Command wins. You actually won one of our mugs, and I don't know where you are on Twitter. So can you message us on Twitter at Your Betting News, and I will get in touch with you to get you a mug, because I don't know what your Twitter handle is. So please do that. Short like 10 yards. I just Waddle first tutty, unfortunately, want one.
I just have a quick question for
Friday special.
What's the logic here? Just hit us in chat why you like it.
Yeah, tell us. He might just be trolling, but if you actually do like it, then drop it in here. Yeah, this game just feels funky. I don't like this one. Not even.
Should we bob and weave then?
Yeah, let's bob and weave. We talked about it enough. Yeah, let's go. Appreciate you, dude. Appreciate you. All right, cool. Let's move on. Let's talk about the next game. This might also be kind of a bob and weave. We got the Bulls taking on the Toronto Raptors in Canada tonight. It was a 5-point favorite spread towards the Raptors. It's now 5.5 towards the Raps, so a little bit of a half-point movement there. Let's see what we've got going on with this game. Do you guys have any thoughts here, or do you want to just kind of skip?
Give me 1 sec.
Yep.
Okay, I got quick thoughts on this, but we can touch on this too quickly. Yeah, we do like the D-Book double-double. V, who just left, is actually been playing it a lot this season. He does like it. He's a big D-Book guy. He loves the read. He thinks D-Book gets his assists with KD, and he thinks he gets them without KD. He just thinks he runs the offense great there, and, he's not wrong. But quickly
Yeah.
in this game, Kanika had her play. She actually said
Oh,
it.
there it is. Bang. Yakupurtle. Double plus 275. Bing bong. Love that. That's
I
sick.
also in this game did like Pascal. He hasn't had a good game against the Bulls in the last few outs, but I think Pascal has been great this season, and he's been deadly in the post-up game. I think he's one of the most, if not the most efficient post-up scorer, along with KP, Celtics bang. But I do like Siakam. I don't think he's a good matchup for this Bulls team. I wouldn't hammer it, but I got it at like 21 and a half. I think it's already moved to 22 and a half. But as everybody's going to bet on Scotty probably this game, I think I'll be looking at Pascal, and I might play it with his stock, which is actually at 0.5, weirdly enough. And he'll play it with the Raptors money line, honestly.
Yeah, I don't see the Raptors losing this game, to be very honest. Schroeder booming. What's up, Gerald? How's it going, buddy? And also Pirtle double. Obviously, also just from Jay's props, Caruso 10 plus again on the cards. Sukh mentioned this V while you were gone. Someone asked this question about double. Do you want to just drop this? I mean, Sukh did a good job speaking for you, but I'll let you speak for yourself.
D-book double. Oh, I like it. He's been like point book is here to stay. I think that this is exactly what this direction the Suns wanted to go in when they made this CP trade. It was not like something that was just thought about one time or anything like this. It was a concerted movement towards letting Book handle this offense and run this offense. And he has been doing phenomenally. He's finding guys in space. He's like making Nurkic look like a fucking god inside. Like if Nurkic could just catch the ball, he would average 20 points per game. It's like that. And I just feel like him and KD too, when they're playing together, they do a great job of cycling the ball between each other. I think KD's averaging like 6 assists per game too on the year right now. They're just doing a real great job of getting the offense flowing, not playing that kind of ISO ball that you would expect from two guys like that. And I think Booker, the way he's running the pick and rolls, the pick and pop, the driving kick, the 10 plus assist is something that's on his mind consistently. He's not looking to come in like I initially thought, oh, am I going to score today? Am I going to assist today? I just really think that today is the day he's going to come in, put up like a 25, 30-point double-double. I'm on the 13 plus all the way to the top. I really, really like this play. Memphis allows, I think, they rank 26th in assists allowed to point guards. And not just that, but they are weak in the middle. Like they have Bismack Biyombo starting at center. I don't know if he's starting, but playing significant minutes in 2023, right? No shot at Biz. He's a phenomenal career, right? But he should not be like playing significant minutes in 2023. I think that Nurk eats. I think guys like Eric Gordon are going to definitely pour it in from the outside. And just give me Book double-double. Give me his 13 plus assists. I love the entire ladder.
Nice. We started the show talking about the Bismack love, and now we've brought it back down to earth with some Bismack hate. So a little bit of both sides here. Super boost smash. All right, let's keep it moving. Someone was asking about Jokic triple double, and what I think we should do is real quick. Toronto Bulls. Any more thoughts on this one?
I would get Scotty RA maybe. He's been a monster doing like those kinds of things, but outside of that, stay off.
Same. I agree. I think we can also blast past this Detroit-Indy game. India's clinched. Detroit is out. I think that this game could be ugly. I don't really think there's any particular reads here. If you want to take maybe a Cade Cunningham prop, like we talked about in the spaces earlier today, the over 1.5 threes or something like that. But this game just feels also kind of funky. I'll just bring up the graphic one more time, showing you guys the contentions here. The Pacers have clinched, and the Pistons are out. So it's kind of a nothing game in all honesty in the standings for the in-season tournament. Obviously, the wins and losses still count towards the regular season record, but I don't really like this game.
And Halliburton's questionable too.
Yeah, I think I just don't like this game whatsoever. If you find maybe a prop or something you do dig, you can probably take it for the statistical data, but just this game could just turn into a nothing fest, to be honest.
I thought the Pistons were going to be better than this, and they just decided to start Killian Hayes, and that should have been the sign that nah, this ain't happening.
They're done. They're toast. Could
Killian
be. I mean,
love in Detroit. I will never ever understand ever. I don't know why. I thought it would change with Monty. It hasn't, obviously. I don't know why he's a starter in the NBA.
I will say, shout out Beef Stew, Isaiah Stewart. He's been playing great, knocking down threes at a 40% clip. that's probably the only bright spot in Detroit.
Yeah. All right.
Shockingly,
Shockingly,
surprisingly,
who's better, Jordan Poole or fucking Killian Hayes?
God,
the fact that we're having this conversation is such a diss to Jordan Poole.
Yeah, facts. But I don't know, both. Poor Kalo knows dose. All right, but let's move on. So someone was asking about Jokic triple-double. It was a good transition because we can kind of blast past these two games. Stay away. Let's get to this Nuggets Houston game in Houston tonight. 3-point spread against for the Nuggets against the Rockets. Should be a pretty good game. I'll bring up these standings one more time so you guys can see how they're both kind of looking at each other right now. Both of the Nuggets are 2-1. The Rockets are 1-1 in that West Group B. Both of them could use a dub right now in this division or in this side of the standings. They've also played each other already this season. Close game in that one as well. It's been a good matchup so far for both these teams. We've talked about the Rockets quite a bit on the show before. Rockets have been really good to start the season. I think they're going to be kind of good for the rest of the season. I think they're going to be kind of here to stay for the whole season, kind of put some good pieces together here. Gents, what do you guys think about this game? What is your thoughts initially with the thought on, I just want to answer the question from chat first before we dive in specifically. I like the Jokic triple-double look if you want to take that, especially for plus Chicky. If you can get this guy for plus chicken, plus 180, plus 150, plus 100, anything for triple-double for Jokic tonight, I think he plays the full game. I think he should probably flirt with a triple-double or even smash it, to be honest. So I like this bet. I think it's a good bet. That kind of can lead into some other thoughts that we might have about this game. What are you guys seeing for this one?
Dude, as much as people say Jokic doesn't care about basketball and he cares about this and that, blah, 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 he came out this season angry as fuck, just like that entire Nuggets team did. And they have not looked as good over the past couple games on the road here as they did at the start of the season. Now, it's the same story as last season. The Nuggets struggled on the road, and they still finished first place in the West. That's how well they performed at home. And it's just more of that same kind of storyline this year. The Nuggets are struggling on the road. They just lost outright to the Magic. They've lost to the Rockets already once in Houston, I believe, this season. And it's just been an all-around kind of wash on the road. No Jamal Murray has not helped this team at all. His scoring and his ball handling and his ability to run the offense as a point guard is severely missed with this. As good as Jokic is, that point guard role that Jamal fills is huge for this team. And I really feel that this short spread for the Rockets is really indicative of where this game is going to go. I think it's going to be a close game, but I think Jokic is going to come up pissed off. He doesn't like losing to teams, especially a team with a guy like Sengun, where they're talking about this guy, baby Jokic this, baby Jokic that, blah, 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 blah. As much as you want to say Jokic doesn't care about basketball, he fucking cares. He won a championship. Look how fit he got. Look at the things he's done. He's the one, if not the best player in the NBA right now, he's top two, right? I just think that he comes out tonight, balls the fuck out. I could see the triple-double with 13, 14 assists, something like that. But I really, really think the Rockets could pull this one out. They're 7-1 at home now. They've covered, I think, in 5 of those games. And it's not the Rockets team that we're used to from 5 years ago, 4 years ago, 3 years ago. This is a good Rockets team, and they're being coached like it. So target some props in this game. I think it could get out of hand a little bit with scoring wise and just having guys going off. I really, really like this game.
Oh, baby, this is the game I am most excited for today. We need a new nickname for Sengun because everyone likes to say he's baby Jokic. Dude, the only thing he does the same as Jokic is pass and be white. I don't know why the comparison is there. They're not even from the same country.
European. He's European.
Yeah, but Europe is huge.
I mean, he said right.
But I will say, I like the Jokic triple-double tonight just because Jokic last game against these Rockets had 36, 21, and 11. The dude is huge. Rockets aren't that big. Sengun is not a good defender at all. He's a pylon. That's why he had trouble staying on the court last year with Silas there. But with Ime, it's a new world. He's allowed to play. He's allowed to do whatever he wants. This is the game I am most excited for. There's so many things you can look at this game, be it Dylan Brooks threes, be it KCP threes, be it Jokic triple-double. I think this is one of the most fun games you can bet on tonight. You can build a nice little parlay and sweat it out for the whole game. I'm with V. I think this is kind of like a heavyweight matchup, weirdly to say, with the Rockets, who have been great. The Rockets, I thought the Spurs and the Pistons and some of these other teams were going to be the dark horse good teams, but it turns out it's the Rockets.
I actually like something in this game. Yeah, like you said, I agree with you guys. This game should be a really good game to watch tonight of all the games. Yeah, points and boards as well. This is a good look. Someone brought this up in Spaces earlier for Aaron Gordon. MPJ rebounds. That's in our lotto from Spaces earlier as well. I like that look too. Speaking of Sengun, I like his assists. We were riding it to start the season. I like it again. 4.5 plus 100 is the line I saw for that for Sengun. I think maybe today could be the day that he gets his TD, boys. I think that this could be a legendary performance from the Sengun machine tonight. I like Jokic too. I think they go kind of toe for toe tonight. But I like his over 4.5 assists plus 100. He's hit this in his last 3 games versus the Nuggets. He likes to play against the Nuggets, scoring and facilitating. Should be a good game. I like this game. Like you said, Sukh, I think you said it pretty well. This should be a nice spot for lots of different prop angles. Nice spot to maybe take the Rockets plus 3 and maybe hope that this comes down to like the last possession or something like that. You guys talked about this with V. You said it right about Jamal Murray. Like this team is different without Jamal Murray. They've been able to tread water because Jokic is amazing without Murray, but they really miss that kind of initial scoring output that he has in this lineup because, Aaron Gordon's great, MPJ is great, but they're not Jamal Murray. And Jokic can only shoulder so much of that load, especially scoring the rock right now.
When you have Jamal Murray in the lineup too, your ability to stagger both Jokic and Jamal Murray helps both facilitate scoring consistently throughout the game and facilitate other teammates throughout the game. Because as soon as Jokic leaves the floor, their main ball handler, their main facilitator, and their main scorer is all gone. And it shows. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I actually just locked in Dylan Brooks stock and a Dylan Brooks over threes made at 1.5. So he just needs 2 threes, which he's been hitting unless it's a blowout every game. And I got that for plus 240.
Ooh,
nice.
Like that.
You just need 2 threes and a steal or a block.
A little Sukh stock report that you weren't expecting. We love when that happens. Love it.
Yeah, sorry, I just like the matchup against Porter. Porter Jr., we know he's a guy whose motor is up and down. We know that Dylan Brooks is a complete psychopath. I think he could kind of look at MPJ tonight and see a tasting meal.
Yeah.
You said Porter Jr. and I got thrown off for a second. I was like, wait, what? He's not playing anymore. Then I remembered that he plays for the Nuggets.
Yeah. KD is out tonight. Just a reminder to you guys, if you didn't know, KD is out. The line on the screen is moved to 5 for the Suns. If you want to take the Suns, you still can for sure. -5.
You guys know that KD is shooting 52% from 3 this year? Dude has been amazing.
He's been on fire to start the season, dude. Yeah, it's locked because of that news as well. Also, there was some news about Bane. I don't know if maybe Bane is not playing too. Because didn't you say that Bane was questionable as well?
Yeah, some news came out that he's questionable. Before we move on to the next game, since we just started talking about KD, question for you guys: do you think that KD, obviously maybe not as much hype as LeBron, but KD is still doing the things that he does best? At how old is he now? I think he's just 2 years younger than LeBron. 36 years old, right? He's shooting as efficiently as he's ever shot. I think he's shooting over 50% from 3. I think he could, if he stays on track for this, he could be the first player to ever go, I think it's 90, 90, 50, 50 is what it is, right? No, 90, 50, 50 or some shit like that, where it's like
50, 40, 90. Yeah, 50, 40, 90.
But he would be 50, 50, 90 if he maintains that 50% from 3 this season. First,
he had it last year too. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Honestly, his ability to get to his spots, even at his advanced age, he's slowing down a little, obviously, but he can still shoot over guys, and he's still got a bag. And I think it's insane to see all of these older players play for so long. I know there's some guys that that should get mentioned, like Al Horford. He's a guy who's 37, still playing. It's great to see Chris Paul, obviously. It's great to see that even though basketball can tear your body apart, that some of these older all-time greats have figured out ways to stay really good. Jeff Green too, yeah. Uncle Jeff Green. I think he's 37 as well, and he said he wants to play till he's 42.
And Al Horford, man, he's guarding former MVPs every single year. Embiid, fucking Jokic, doing everything that needs to be done for the Celtics team. And yeah, now he has KP, but he's still doing it at a very high level. We saw what he did to Embiid the other night.
I gotta do this, Vern. I'm so fucking sorry. If you put LeBron's numbers this year next to Jason Tatum's numbers from this year,
not anymore.
Not anymore?
Nope. Not anymore.
Because of
Tatum's
that.
averaging 28 points per game, sir.
Oh,
Right?
the Hornets
Enough of that.
game. Oh, okay.
Enough of
So,
that.
but LeBron, I know no one likes to put him in their top 10 or even their top 5, but he's there. He's there. He's that good. AD is only that good once every 2 weeks, and it sucks because I'm a fan of his.
A Disney.
I just love watching you guys argue about this because you know where I stand on it, but we'll move past it. Yeah, it's amazing what these guys have been able to do, how they take care of their bodies, how they've been able to kind of maintain their level of performance on a night-to-night basis. And what we've been seeing from KD and LeBron, especially to start the season, has been they're not taking nights off. This might be the first game that KD's missed missing tonight to start the season. LeBron's the same. Porzingis just got
Shut
injured.
up.
Uh-oh. No.
Oh God.
Was it bad? Did he roll his ankle or something?
Tell me it wasn't a fucking ankle.
No.
What do you do, Austin?
Austin, come on, you gotta type it out.
Live report. We're fucking waiting on pins and needles. We need Porzingis reports.
He overturned calf. Must just be a calf strain or something.
Okay, that's good. That's better than a rolled ankle.
Much better.
Jeez. Okay, let's. We got a little sidetrack, but we do that on the show often, and it's why people like the show most of the time. Before we move on from this injured calve. I hate when I injure my calve. Before we move on from this Rockets Nuggets game, real quick, who's winning? You guys think?
Rockets.
Give me the Nuggets on the road. Just the more experienced team. I think this is going to be a slugfest. The two guys throwing haymakers, but the more experienced guy comes out. I mean, Jokic is the Tyson Fury of the NBA. Let's go. Chubby boys for life.
Chubby boys for life. I like the Rockets too. I think the Rockets should get the job done in this one. I think it's going to be close. I think this is going to be a good game. Maybe we see an overtime spot here. Injured Austin, please, bro. I was literally messing with you. I know you probably just fucking typed it wrong. It's all good, dude. Nuggets. Lots of nuggies. All the nuggets. In overtime. So he likes the overtime. Cool.
That would be sick. Right. That would be electric, as SPJ says.
Electric, baby. Electric City. Cool. Oh, hi, doggy. I have a dog next to me. All right. Let's keep it moving. First, real quick break for you guys. Hope you guys are having a fantastic Black Friday out there. If you guys haven't checked it out, go check out our store, bettingnews.com/store. We've been doing giveaways throughout the day today. Our new, I didn't load it. Our new Pay the Juice Man shirt. Actually, gents, give me a second. I want to load this bad boy up here because we got a brand new shirt. We're going to be having some new shirts and some new swag moving forward with a bit more pizzang for you guys. So as you can see, there's our new Pay the Juice Man shirt. If you guys want to get it, it's on sale right now for Black Friday, $25 in comparison to $35. Go check it out, bettingnews.com/store. You guys can get involved and hang out with that. We appreciate you guys.
Yeah, right, like Kool-Aid Man. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I thought this guy had a stroke or something. I was like, oh man.
Is that your best? Oh yeah, B.
That is not good. I'm not good at making sound effects, man. Not good at it at all.
Oh my god, that was.
That's why I told you I'm not allowed to woo.
Not good at sound effects. This guy is silent in bed. He probably just lies there.
No, I'm probably too noisy to be honest.
We got all different. It all goes all the way up to. Goes all the way up to 2x Shadow Rev. So go check it out. We got all different types of stuff at our store. Go check it out, bettingnews.com/store. We have stuff for this show as well. The All Sauce team. We got a tie-dye shirt if you like tie-dye sweatshirt. We got we also gave away these last time if you guys missed out as well. If you like a little koozie, we got an All Sauce team koozie. Go check that out too. bettingnews.com/store. Word. And also, if you guys dig the stuff, dig the channel, go rep the swag. You're repping us. We appreciate it. Word. I'm a big boy. We got it 2XL. Is 2X too small for you? We can maybe talk to the powers that be about a 3X. We can figure it out. Just send me a DM. We'll figure it out. Okay, word. Moving forward, we got a few more games to get to, and then we're going to cook up something and get out of here. You guys can enjoy the rest of your Black Friday. Next up, this Wizards Bucks game. Now, Giannis was confirmed questionable earlier today. I don't know if that news is if he's still questionable as we sit right now. This was a 13-point spread. I think it is still a 13 or a 13.5 point spread towards the Buckies here. Gents, what do you guys think about this game? is you touching either side here. The Wizards are eliminated from contention of the in-season tournament, as you can see on the right side in the middle there. The Bucks are 2-0. The Wizards are 0-3. The Bucks probably want to win this game to kind of maintain that 3-0 record and probably clinch their position. Yeah, he's out the rest of the game.
Pain.
Sad times. Pain, indeed. Gents, what do you guys think? You got any thoughts on this one?
This game to me is an infectious disease. I would not touch it. I hate the Wizards. I know in space.
Board.
Oh, nice. I know in spaces we had people say pool over, pool under. Giannis is playing, Giannis is not playing. This is not a game that I'm gonna bet on at all. Just because you guys know me, I'm new to betting. I only do it for fun. My units are low, and this is not some place that I'm gonna have fun spending those units.
That's actually such a good way to look at it.
What do you think, B?
I just think it's going to be an ugly game. Maybe it's a pool party. Maybe it's not. I won't feel bad if I miss out on it at all. This Giannis, this line tells me Giannis is going to play. I just don't know. It could get out of hand very quickly. So any Dame prop, any Giannis prop, whatever it is, even if Giannis is out, we know how it works in the NBA. You buy the bad news. 13-point spread, Giannis is not worth 6 or 7 points. The spread is not coming that much lower. It could definitely get out of hand. There's so many better games on to bet on today. Just avoid this game like the plague.
Unless you're a Bucks fan or a Wiz fan and you got a line that you're seeing that no one else knows about. But like just as guys that we're not sitting down to watch the Wizards every night, like even the guys that sit on the bench want to go home. So we're not watching.
Facts. Also, real ass answer, bro. If you came for the real ass answers, you came to the right spot because that's what we do around here. We don't fuck around with you guys, in the best way possible, obviously. This is a good point. Drew and Giannis maybe out Beasley points and Koulibaly points. We talked about Koulibaly quite a few times. Bilal, I did see Bilal was also questionable.
Yeah,
but if he plays,
I like. If Bilal plays, I like that. We've talked about it before. There's no such thing as blowout proof, but a 19-year-old 7th overall pick. He is kind of blowout proof because he comes off the bench, so he'll get his minutes.
So after you guys talked about how you don't want to touch this game with a 10-foot pole, would you like to bet something with me in this game? Because I have bet something in this game.
Okay, say less.
Yes. All right. It's a block play. I mentioned it earlier in Spaces. It's a blocks play. I like Brook Lopez to go over 2.5 blocks. I got this at plus 108. Brook Lopez has hit this line in 4 of his last 6 games, and he's hit this line in 3 straight games versus the Wizards. Now, obviously, you got to deal with the blowout situations here, as you guys have talked about. Weird line. Wow, there's the there it is. It's the other way around. It wasn't the Dolphins, but it was the Jets. Wow,
so many pick sixes going on, eh?
Wow.
Insanity.
Holy shit. We talked about that in Spaces. Somebody asked about Dolphins, and I said yesterday there were 3. Surely there's not one today. Bang!
Okay,
there is one.
I know we always do tangents and say sorry we did tangents, but I just got to ask you guys, what do you guys think about Tom Brady saying that he doesn't see as much excellence in the NFL these days? Is this just him turning into a boomer, or is Tom on to something?
I loved this take, dude. I loved this take. I watched it. I agree with him 100%. Football's ass this year. The good teams, there's only like 2 or 3 teams that are truly elite. Everything else is incredibly mid, and the teams that are elite are not very elite, in my opinion. It's been a bad product for the NFL all season. We're still going to watch it. We're still going to bet on it because we love football. But as a whole, I think that football is really lost. There's so many different random ass QBs starting for different teams. A lot of rookies getting very big responsibilities that probably don't deserve it at this point in their careers, and also for the franchises that they're playing for because they don't have anybody else. A lot of mid. And I think it does kind of have to do with what he was talking about, that the way that they've changed the rules to try to protect the players, which I think is very good, and I think it is important, has changed the ability for teams to succeed and be excellent because they've kind of relied upon the fact that they can kind of get away with certain things with the rules. I like the take. I think it's a good take. I don't know how you adjust from this take. I don't know how that there's a change to this specifically, but I kind of agree with him.
I think I kind of partially agree with him. He did talk about like the coaching and how he doesn't think that there's as many great coaches in the NFL. And I think I kind of agree with that. I think there's a lot of coaches in the NFL that are great at scheming, great at creating defensive schemes, offensive schemes. But the thing I think that is lost today, and it's maybe not just in the NFL, but in the NBA too, is player development. I think player development is a huge thing that people don't really take into account. They just assume once a player has that big significant jump, or all of a sudden guy goes from a regular guy to an all-star, that it's him, everything that he did. He worked harder, he did this and he did that, but nobody really values the coach. And like an example from the NBA, I think, like, even though Ime is definitely probably like a huge scumbag, this Rockets team and their approach to defense has taken a completely different step than what they did last year. And yeah, I know Dylan Brooks is there and Freddie's there, but Sengun has become a better presence in the middle. Jalen Green is still a pylon and always will be a pylon, but those role guys are playing a little bit better defense. That's why they have a top 6 defense in the NBA right now. And I think the same thing in the NFL. Players like, there's guys like the Bengals head coach who, yeah, you can scheme up a whole bunch of different things and you have great players like Burrow and Jamar Chase, but what are you doing to make these players better, right? What are we doing to make our quarterbacks better? Guys like Will Levis, guys like these young kids like that are not thriving, that are not playing well, teams that are just all around bad. And I think that coaches these days are not like as free as they used to be. I feel like management has a lot more control as to who's going to play, who's going to see snaps and things like that. Like, we're just not even seeing guys lead the league in touchdowns like we used to. We used to see Kamara putting up 20 plus touchdowns. I know CMC still exists, but outside of him, who's another touchdown factory? Do we have those anymore? We used to have so many in the NFL. Guys putting up touchdowns, whether it's receiving or rushing or whatever it was. Just don't have that anymore. I just not a fan.
I think your point about the ownerships having a lot more control of coaches is big, because also it has to do with how much money is invested in these franchises, which means that the coaches' leashes are usually a lot shorter than they probably should be. Like, showing investment in a coach, sometimes success takes longer than a year. Sometimes success takes longer than 18 months. You might have to suck ass for 18 months so that the coach can get in exactly what he wants, instill the right ideas with players, develop them correctly, and continue that process to then finally see fruits of that labor, right? And like, that doesn't happen overnight. But we're such a society nowadays. This gets into a way deeper conversation that we don't have time for on the show. But as a society, we're so used to things coming immediately at our fingertips. We're so used to things happening immediately within our, like, we're such an immediacy like place, right? With TikTok, with videos, with media available all the time right in front of us. Like, it's the same true with sports. Like, people expect to win now. And if you're not winning now, if you don't win a couple games now, you suck. And that's not always the case. Like, there are certain coaches that need time. There are certain places that need time to develop these guys and their ideas to land. And that takes time. Right. And that, unfortunately, sometimes the ownership doesn't give a fuck because they got a shit ton of money, billions and billions of dollars invested into these franchises, and they don't give two shits that you need time. It's all about the dollars and the cents. So,
I mean, look at the Magic in the NBA. They've drafted these guys, they've kept these guys, they developed them, and now they're up 3 on the Celtics. Who would have thought?
Wow. See, there you go. Good question, Sukh. That was a very good video. We'll talk more about it on Sauce or on Gridiron Gang on Sunday on our football show if you guys want to come kick it with us on Sunday. But yeah, good question. It ties into all sports too. It's not just Tom Brady. I think that there's a different there's a lot of mid-offs happening right now around the sports world,
like the Brooklyn Nets. Like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, well, a lot of these teams playing tonight. Mid. Okay, let's keep it moving. Real quick, last thoughts on this Bucks Washington game. Any other thoughts?
Throw it out.
Bob and weave.
Baby on the water. Throw it all out.
Bob and weave. You can find the Bilal line. Take it. Well, otherwise, nah.
You can ride Brooke Lopez blocks with me if you're really feeling frisky.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Over 2.5 plus money. Play the 4 plus for plus 250.
That could hit in the first half.
He could block Kuzma 3 straight times on one possession.
In your face. In your face. All right, there you go. Okay, let's keep it moving. Next up, we got this, but should be a very good game. Might be the game of the night, to be very honest. The Kings taking on the Timberwolves. 2 really good squads right now. The Kings on a little bit of a slide at the moment. This was a 4-point spread earlier today. I will check and see if that is still the case right now. Let's see what we got.
4.
Live line. Live line. Yep, 4. Towards the Timberwolves, minus 112. I'm seeing right now live for the Timberwolves right now in Minnesota. Gentlemen, what do we think about this Kings team? Can they finally bust the trend and win a game after losing? What have they lost? 3 in a row?
I think 2 in back-to-back games in a row.
Yeah,
Back to
they
back.
are doing really well back in the in-season tournament. They're 2-0 in the in-season tourney. Timberwolves they're both 2-0 in the same division. So whoever wins this game is going 2-1. The other team's going 3-0. So lots at stake here in this game. What do we think about this one, guys?
So before I want to ask you a question to lead you into this. This Kings Minnesota game. Minnesota's defensively been elite this year. They're not allowing a lot of points. A lot of games that they're going under. Sacramento, on the other side, completely opposite. They've been scoring a lot of points and they scored a very high clip. This being an in-season tournament game and the fact that they're both 2-0 and whoever wins this game basically locks in their spot for Vegas, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think this is going to be more of a defensive battle, like a playoff type atmosphere, or do you think this is a whole new type of atmosphere that is now being created for this in-season tournament where it might be a little more high scoring?
It's gonna be a vibe in mini tonight. We saw Minnesota the play-in. They turned it up. They made the play-in something, and they might do the same thing here with this. The play-in for the playoffs, but now the play-in tournament. So I really like this game too. Obviously, it's my second favorite game tonight. In this game, I just think that it's going to be a great offense versus a great defense. So it won't be a huge barn burner game where teams are scoring 130. I don't think, but I think this. I don't know. There's not a single player prop I like, but give me the Wolves tonight. I just think that with Jaden McDaniels 6'11", Cat 6'11", Jaden McDaniels
out. Yeah, that's the interesting.
That changes everything.
Yeah.
Because McDaniels is the key to that defense. I know people might think it's Gobert or Cat's switchability, but it's really Jaden McDaniels being all over that floor. That changes everything. All right, skip me then, because I thought McDaniels was in.
Jaden McDaniels, that's like your ace on defense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's your main shooter, I guess, if you want to say it that way, on defense. Now you don't have him. It's like when Drew left the Bucks. Everything else might take a little bit of a step back when now all of a sudden your best perimeter defense and your best individual defender, who you put on the other team's best guy, is no longer playing.
Yeah.
So what do you think of AJ?
I just want to talk about this real fast because there was a Hail Mary pick six in the NFL game. And so the Dolphins got a defensive touchdown, which is what that guy came into the spaces and said, which was like plus 50. And so on the last fucking Hail Mary play, holy shit. Bing, bong, bang. Insane.
Dude, that under bettors right now are in fucking shambles. 2 pick sixes in the second quarter when that game was looking like it was cruising under.
Oh, yeah.
Shambles. I can't believe that was such a crazy moment right there. I was like, what the fuck is going on? It's a Gobert game tonight, apparently, in my opinion. Okay, Austin. All right.
What are you on, Austin? Double rebounds? What are you looking at?
We were talking about this game a lot earlier, and I kind of lean a little bit more with the Kings here. I feel like they kind of break their snide and kind of come back down and get things rocking and rolling. I also like Sabonis. We talked about that in spaces too. I had that circled last night at over 19.5 points. It's tough because their defense is really good, and he does play really well against this team. He's hit his points line in 4 of his last 5. Gobert double is a good one. He also plays well against the Kings. I like Sabonis. That was my favorite look that I looked at here. I like his over 5.5 first quarter points too, if you want to play that line as well. However, my favorite play in this game, which you guys are going to fucking hate. I can see your faces now, even though I pitched it in spaces. So I've been doing these first quarter plays. If you guys have never done them before, they usually have them on FanDuel. They usually have them on Bet Online. They usually have them on DraftKings. They have them the earliest on Caesars. But if you want to check out Kevin Huerter to have 1 first quarter assist, a singular first quarter assist, it's minus 103. I got this earlier today. Kevin Huerter has had a first quarter assist in every single game to start the season. Every single game he's had a first quarter assist. Now, most of those games he has had 1. So literally 1. That's it. But he's had 1, and the line is a half.
That's a sweat, but at least that sweat's only 12 minutes long.
It's 12 minutes, but it's hit in every game. Every game. It hit the last time they played against the Timberwolves as well. It's crazy. I like these first quarter lines. I was surprised that it was minus 106 with this minus 103 by the fact that it's hit in every single game. So if you like a cheeky little 12-minute sweat and you want to ride a Kevin Huerter disgusting first quarter assist, could happen on the first play of the game.
I mean, the Kings do really swing that ball around the perimeter, so it's definitely
really
a possibility. They got lots of shooters, and they love to get out in transition. Mike Brown's got that offense chugging along again this season. Can I ask you guys a quick question? You guys and chat?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Anthony Edwards and De'Aaron Fox, their lines are at 26.5. De'Aaron Fox 26.5 minus 115. Anthony Edwards 26.5 minus 120. If you had to play one or the other for points tonight, who would you take?
Fox.
Do you go first? I'm answering something right now.
Fox. I think the reason being just because as bad as this Kings team has been over the last 2 games, Kevin Huerter has been terrible. He's shooting 31% on the road from 3, which is down from 42% at home. A difference of about anything over 10% is a big, significant difference. I think that after back-to-back losses entering this in-season tournament game, they need a scoring push, and they're going to need it from their 2 stars. I like Sabonis and Fox both to kind of carry that load. In the last game against the Pelicans, Fox shot 52.7%. But I don't think he took a shot in the fourth quarter, or he didn't score a bucket in the fourth quarter. They ended up coming back and only losing by 5 after it was looking like a blowout in New Orleans. But they came back. He finished with 26 points, just under his line. I think that he gets over that today. He has a kind of a good matchup too with Mike Conley on the other side, and the fact that Jaden McDaniels isn't in the lineup today. I really like him to go over. It's not that I don't like Anthony Edwards, but look, if I had to pick one or the other, I think I'm going to go De'Aaron Fox today.
Nice.
Agreed. I lean with Fox too. I do, yeah. I kind of lean with the Kings as well, the cover. I don't know why. They haven't been very good, and Minnesota's been great. But for some reason, I feel like the Kings come out and really fucking give them the business tonight. Just a personal lean. I don't have any beans on that, but that's just kind of my thoughts, like just kind of basketball brain. Do you guys, what do you think, Sukh? Since you asked the question.
I'm going to pull a Zoe from Spaces. I'm going to fade you both, take Ant.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Well, any reasoning, or just because you want to fade us?
I just think Ant is a big, burly guy, likes to put his head down, get to the rim, still a great shooter, great in pick and roll. And I just think that some of these Kings defenders are a little on the smaller side, little on the skinnier side between Huerter, Monk, even Davion Mitchell, Mr. Off Night himself. These are smaller dudes. Ant is him. The other day, he was talking about quickly winning a chip in the NBA and retiring and going to the NFL. Dude is him. I like him tonight. I just think it's a nice little matchup. I haven't really labbed it, so don't lock it in until you lab it yourself.
Fair enough.
Real quick, who you think's winning?
Mini.
I'm going to go with the Kings.
I'm going to go with the Kings definitely to cover. I think this game's close. I think it's going to be a close one. Maybe last basket. Whoever makes the last couple. I think this game comes down to the last 5. Whoever wins the last 5 wins this game. Okay, moving on. We've got a couple more games to talk about, and then we're going to cook up something, and we'll get out of here and let you guys enjoy the rest of your Black Friday. You guys want to even talk about this Spurs game, or should we just move on?
I will say that I did take Wemby AR. Bam available. Okay, let's go.
Bam is playing.
Wemby AR, hey?
Yeah, I saw that it was plus money, and I just think this Warriors team, they're on a downside. After starting 6-2, they're just losing games, finding ways to lose. Even with Clay finally having a good game, they still got that L. Their one win recently was a narrow win over the Rockets last Monday. So I just think they're trending downwards, and I think something's got to change in Golden State. And I think San Antonio they're 3-9, but I don't think they're that bad. Austin's on Wemby blocks. I do like that too. But I think the AR, I forget. I think I got it for plus 110 though this morning.
Nice.
I mean, it just 10 points. They were 8.5 points dogs to the Clippers. Like, I guess that was in San Antonio. Maybe that's why. But a 10-point spread here for a Golden State team that has, like you said, so not looked good, especially without Steph. And I know Steph's back tonight, but I don't know, man. It's a really weird game. For me, it's just going to be a complete stay off. I've tried to take the Spurs multiple times now with the points, and I've gotten burned multiple times.
Let's not mess around with this game then. Let's not do it.
I think we should just skip it. I think this game could just be – it was just funky. Steph under 3s apparently, right?
Yeah.
Apparently. All right, last one. Pelicans, Clippers. 5 points favorites for the Clips right now. I'll bring up the standings as we're looking at it live right now. Pelicans are 2-1 to lead this division. The Clippers are 1-2. One game back to start. Everybody is in contention in this Group B. All kind of just muddled in the middle. Pels on the road in Los Angeles. Gents, what do we think? Do you guys have any thoughts on this one?
V, you want to go first?
Pels with the points. I think this Clippers team is getting a lot of credit now that they've won a couple games, but 2 of those games came against the fucking Spurs, right? I don't think that it's anything to give them too much hype about yet. And this Pelicans team, they lead that division, like we said, for the in-season tournament. I think they're currently sitting 2-0, right? They could go to 3-0 today and clinch potentially. So I just think that this game tonight is bigger to New Orleans than it is to the Clippers. And I really, really feel like they don't have someone to guard Zion. So what are your thoughts on that? Because against the Kings, like they tried to guard him one-on-one. They tried to bring help over, but he was just too fast or he was too strong, depending on whoever they brought over. What are the Clippers going to do to kind of combat him, do you think?
I don't know what the Clippers can do, but the Zion is just a guy I don't bet on. I just have no read on him. So I always take his boards, then he gets 5 boards. I take his points, then he gets 23 points. And he's one of those guys that's complete in banishment. He's in Serbia for me. I know, and that's just because I'm not good at betting on him. So I don't know how he does against this Clippers team. The only play that I like against in this game is probably JV points. Historically, he does well against this Clippers team. And like you said in Spaces, the Clippers play with a traditional center, and that means JV is going to be out there. He's not going to be kicked out of the game because he doesn't have a matchup. So I do like JV's points, 15 plus. I'm seeing it plus 165 right now.
I fuck with that a lot.
But I don't know about Zion. I don't know. SPJ, you got a read on Zion?
I don't know, man. I kind of like the Pelicans at the points here as well. I think that this is one of those matchups that could just be the Clippers are kind of maybe trying to figure it out with James Harden right now, but I feel like I side a little bit more with the Pels in this situation. Love BI. I think BI is one of the underlooked superstars in this league. To be honest, he's one of my favorite players to watch. Could be a big BI game tonight. I think that this could be one of those situations. I kind of lean with you, V. I think that I would, if I was going to bet this game, I would take the Pelicans with the points here. But I don't know. This is tough.
I guess the more reason I was asking about Zion is not for his individual props, just kind of like it was a reason the Kings didn't like even come close in 2 of those games with the Pelicans. It's because every time they make a run, Zion gets the ball and they have no one to guard him. So when he does well, I feel like this Pelicans team does well. Do you think that offensively they have an answer to like guard him?
Defensively against Zion, you have your savvy vets, you have your PJ Tucker, you have your Kawhi, you have a bunch of guys that are system defenders that know what to do. They know how to rotate. They know how to bring the second and third efforts. So I think that it's definitely a different look than the Kings dealing with Zion, who's got Murray defending him. They've got Harrison Barnes defending him and Sabonis. The Kings are piss poor on defense. Their bread and butter is offense. This Clippers team, yes, they have the 4 LA, Southern California guys, but they're not slouches on defense. All of these guys are known for their defense at some point in their career. So I think that they'll kind of be a defense by committee against Zion. And like I said, I can't bet this guy worth shit. So I don't know. I'm seeing his points line actually at 23.5 for minus 125.
What about BI? He's returning to LA. I know it's not the Lakers, but like it's Los Angeles.
Same arena. I kind of like BI, man. I always like betting BI. I think he could come out. Yeah, he's been playing great. What's his points line at? I didn't even look at BI.
24.5, minus 110.
I could see that. I could see a 30 bomb from BI. I think if the Pelicans are going to cover him and Zion, or both, are going to have big games tonight. So
I think one cheeky look in this game is Zubac, who's a really active guy, likes to run the floor. If you are confident in him doing well in this matchup, his points is at 10.5 plus 105.
I'll say this, that this got brought up in Spaces earlier today too, was Valanciunas over 8.5 rebounds. We talked about it kind of at the beginning. Somebody brought that up in Spaces earlier today. He's been awesome, hit this line in 3 straight games and in 5 of his last 6 games versus the Clippers. So if you're looking for kind of that type of line too, nice stuff for Valanciunas as well. Should be a good game, good take-me-home piece this game. because I think this game could have the potential to be one of the better games, if not the best game of the night, depending on how some of these earlier games break down. But final thoughts on this one, gents. Who you guys think's winning this game?
Give me the Pels to cover. I think V might have Walmarted a bit.
Yeah, he did Walmart. I'm going to take the Pels to cover as well. I think the Pelicans cover, possibly even win outright. Word. All right, let's get down to business. That was your full entire slate breakdown. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Thanks for dropping your plays in the chat as well, dropping in some nuggets in here. Lots of different plays were dropped throughout the entire thing. It's pretty awesome. I'm going to take B down while he's figuring his life out. Let's get this out of the way here. Bring you and me back up into this space right here. Okay, Sukh, what is your favorite play today for a little parlay for the vibes?
For a regular guy?
For a regular guy.
Man, you're going to hate me, but give me Siakam points against the Bulls at home.
Are you serious? That's your favorite play? Really?
I do like it. That is my favorite play. I just think that's a good matchup for him.
Okay, what's
I told you you're going to hate me.
I don't hate it. Yeah, what's up? Appreciate you, Slay the Roach. Come back and hang out with us, brother. We appreciate you. Have good luck tonight.
And keep hitting us in chat with your favorite plays if we missed them or if you didn't type them out yet.
Yeah, exactly. We're about to cook a little parlay for you guys to ride if you want to ride with us, and then we're going to do a lotto as we usually do. What's Siakam's line?
22.5.
22.5. Okay. Appreciate you. Let's go. Feel free to hang a little longer.
I can find something else for you if you don't like it that much.
Dude, it's your play. If you like it, I'm down to ride with you. If you have
Siakam.
Okay. Out of bio under. A lot of people have been riding this under today. That is scary, scary stuff. But I think it should probably smack. Also, what's up, Millionaire Mantra? Okay, so Siakam. Over 22.5 points.
Yep.
Okay. We're going to put it together with... It's okay. You're probably going to hate mine too. We're putting it together with Brook Lopez over 2.5 blocks. So there you go.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. See? There you go. Brook Lopez over 2.5 blocks, and then Siakam points. V's Wi-Fi went out, so we lost him for that little portion of the show. I wonder what his favorite play is. Probably Booker assists, I would imagine, right?
Yeah, let's do Booker assists then. Do you remember what it was?
It's 8.5. He got it for 7.5, but let me bring it up here. So let me pull it up, see what I can find for the value for this. All right, so we've got Siakam. Motherfucker books to my Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I'm seeing 8.5 at plus 105.
Okay. Booker, baby. Yeah, he likes Booker. All right. So we got points for Siakam over 21.5. I'm getting 21.5.
Oh, sick.
Yep. Dope. Let's see. Blocks here. Player defense. 3+ blocks. Brook Lopez, plus 110. Fun. Love it. Love it. Love it. Okay. And then to round us out. Wow. The Suns line went to 3.5. Sheesh. That line moved 1.5 while we were live. That's crazy.
Should we take the fourth leg from chat?
Sure. Drop your favorite plays in the chat, guys. Drop what you guys want us to throw in as your favorite play to make this a 4-legger. Because we've got Siakam over 21.5 points, Brook Lopez 3+ blocks, and then Devin Booker over 8.5 assists. Those are the 3 plays that we have so far, plus 767. Sorry, plus 676 the other way. Oh, he's back.
Do we get him?
Is he back? He's back.
Oh,
Let's go.
I can't hold my man down.
Absolutely not.
Millionaire Mantra likes Curry over 28.5. Probably going to stay away from that game in total, but bing bong. Let's go. We got Chef in the house. What's up, Chef?
Chef Bree.
Sorry. Never. Oh, better late than never, brother. We're cooking up. We're perfect time. We're cooking it up right now.
This is your time. There's Dame time and there's Chef time.
Yeah, exactly. Both poor Kalo knows us. That's what I'm saying. Chef, what is your favorite play? Keep dropping your favorite plays. Do you got Link? Sure.
Sure.
I'll send it.
Millionaire Mantra on Hallie over 25. Hallie has been crazy in the play-in tournament.
Is he playing tonight? Or is he in?
I don't know. He was on the injury report, right?
Yeah.
Twitter. Oh, the Twitter link. I'll send it to you, Chef.
I'm good with any Gobert prop. Yeah, V. So we got 3 legs. You like the Booker assists, right? We got Book assists, we got Siakam points, and we got Brook blocks.
Are
And
we
I
looking
think
for
we'll take
fourth leg? Or are
the
we
fourth leg.
going with
The fourth leg will either take from chat. Millionaire Mantra dropped a few stuff, or maybe we'll take one from Sheffrey himself.
I kind of like what Austin was saying about Gobert over 11.5 rebounds, especially if we think this game's going to stay relatively close between the Kings and the Kings and the Wolves. Also, no cat, so no other person. This is a good one too. I really like this. Actually,
I'm down for AG. Yeah, I'm down for that.
Can we do this? We didn't do
Fully.
AG in the lotto earlier, so I feel like we should just roll with this.
Yeah.
What do you think, B?
I could get down with AG over 6.5 rebounds. Everyone loved it in spaces too. People are talking about his PNR. I know Gerald loved his PNR. So 6.5 rebounds.
Let's see here.
I think he's
Especially
averaging over that on the season.
Oh yeah, and he's hit it in his 3 straight games versus the Rockets. Where is it at? It's over 7.5 for plus 116. I'm gonna buy it down. 6.5 minus 154. Sheesh. But all right, this 4-legger. We have Pascal Siakam over 21.5 points. Brook Lopez 3+ blocks. Devin Booker over 8.5 assists. And then Aaron Gordon over 6.5 rebounds. That is plus 1,180. Cheeky little guy. Sick hat, bro.
Thank you, Shaggy.
Cheeky little guy. All right, I'm booking it. Book it, Dano.
I have an insane idea for the lotto if we want to get insane.
Hell yeah,
Let's get insane in the membrane. Let's do it.
Do Jokic and Sengun get a triple-double tonight against each other?
In the same game?
In the same game. Do we see some history on
that would
playing
be so
Friday?
much fun. 2 centers.
Oh, we can't do that. Yeah.
I can't do that,
Wait,
unfortunately.
I can't do that either.
Can you build it out as 10, 10, 10, 10 for each side?
We can do that.
We could build it out. Yeah, we could build it out. I mean, I don't think the value for, let's see. All right, so if I did 10
we build
rebounds,
it out, we could water it down too, right?
Yeah. If I did 10 rebounds for both and then 10 assists for both. Wow, they don't even offer you 10 assists for Sengun. The highest they go is 8. It's plus 700.
All right, let's do something else then.
Respectfully. I mean, to be fair, if both of them to get a triple-double both of them just to get 10 rebounds and 10 assists is plus 3,667. So,
oh damn.
I thought the odds would have been a little better than that, but okay. Let's see here. Let's see.
What was the last
All right,
leg in our regular guys? We had Booker, Lopez, Aaron Gordon, and
Siakam points.
Siakam points from Sukh.
I'm sorry, V.
No, I'm down. I can't hate, man. He's been good.
Okay. Let's see what we got here. Do we want to do? We've got, there it is right there. Bang. Plus 11. Let's see. I just put it in. Oh my God. The Celtics. What happened to Jaylen Brown? What are you doing?
Dude, this is so weird that the Celtics are playing while we're doing the show. I'm not used to this.
They scored 31 points in the second half, man. It's fucking terrible.
Oh, dude, they're about to lose this game.
Oh, yeah.
Whoever in Spaces came out and said Magic money line. Congratulations. You're a genius.
Smacked it. They're down 13 with 3 minutes left. Hey, it's a long way to go.
For the lotto, do we want a Wemby play? Or is that too psychotic?
I don't hate it. It's just the 10-point spread. Like, what if that game gets out of hand? The Suns game is also starting soon here too.
Okay, so we got the Booker play in there, so that's good.
Let's be quick with this then, so we can get it in for all the kiddos.
So should we do Sengun triple double? Should we start there, or maybe 7 assists?
We could just do 7 assists. I'm down.
Let's do that.
Let's see what the alt line for Sengun is. 6.5 is they don't have 6.5. You fuckers.
What about 8?
6+ is plus 175. 8+ is plus 700.
I mean, the 6+ is not a bad number, plus 175 to get it started.
Yeah.
Okay, roll with that. Let's see where we want to go next. So we've got skipping
What
the
about that
Pacers.
BI revenge game we talked about?
If he did the BI points, let's see what his points line's at. 24.5. 24.5 for BI. If we did 30 plus for BI, it's plus 280. Could also just go to 28 plus 178. 29 plus 220 for BI.
I'd be down.
I don't hate that. How has he done statistically against the Clippers in his past? Has he had some good games? Let me look too.
Brandon Ingram.
Points.
We want him for 30?
Dude. Last 3 games against the Clippers, 30, 32, 36.
Okay. Lock it in.
Shall we roll with the 30?
Absolutely.
Kind of like that. All right, let's roll with BI here. BI, 30 points. 30 plus. Where is he? 280. BI. Okay. Brandon Ingram, plus 280. BI, 30 plus. Sengun, 6 assists, plus 175. We're at plus 945 right now. Where do we want to go next?
Do we need another one or right?
Yeah,
one more.
Yeah, one more
Make it
at least.
at least 3 legs. We didn't do anything in the. Do we want to do something in this Suns Grizzlies game? It starts in 20 minutes.
What about that Pistons Pacers game?
Skip it. Pacers game I
King
like
Wolves?
more.
Just looking for a game with a little bit of a higher total.
What about the Kings and the Wolves? We should probably do something there, right?
We could do Ant or we could do Fox.
Let's do Fox.
Fox
Oh no, you
30?
like Ant those? So, yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. 2-on-1. I like those odds.
We could also do Sabonis 25 plus. Do we like Sabonis?
I like Sabonis. I really do. But we already have Sabonis in that other lotto, so maybe we should just.
Oh yeah, we do.
Maybe we should not double dip on Sabonis and go Fox. I mean, Fox 30 plus is only plus 160, but it's okay. So we've got Sengun, 6 assists, BI 30 points, and De'Aaron Fox 30 points. That's plus 2666. 666.
Let's do it.
It's pretty fire.
Down.
Down.
Just leave it as a 3-legger.
Let's do it.
I like Siakam tonight, 2 millionaire mantra.
Sabonis triple-double. I kind of like that. It's cheeky. All right, so we'll just leave it 3 legs. We didn't go all the way to plus 10,000, but that's okay. So we got Sengun, 6 assists, BI 30 points, and then De'Aaron Fox 40 points plus 2666.
And that lotto is just for everyone that's here.
It will not get posted anywhere else, just for you guys. $5
After it hits, we'll post it everywhere, though. After it's smashed, we're posting it everywhere.
Absolutely. Don't even worry about it. I'm going to book it now so that the 666 is there because I don't believe in bad luck. So there we go. Bang.
We're the demons. The demons are scared of us.
Exactly. we are the demons. Wow, the Celtics might lose, boys. I'm sorry about it.
Well, they're losing for sure.
Oh, they're done.
They're done. They're toast.
They're down 13. Yeah, it's over.
And V, of course I fucking bet the Celtics today. Of course I did. This is why I tell you I don't bet the Celtics, because every time I do, they do bad.
I honestly think it's the KP injury, though. As soon as he went down, they lost it.
Everything.
That presence inside. He was eating them up for a little bit too.
Changed everything.
Mm-hmm.
All right, the regular guy we put together earlier, one more time for you guys. We will post this one, but it's just for you guys in here. Devin Booker over 8.5 assists. Siakam over 21.5 points. Brooke Lopez 3+ blocks, and then Aaron Gordon over 6.5 rebounds plus 1,180. All right, chaps. It's been fun today, guys. Gone through the whole slate. Hope you guys had a fantastic Black Friday. Hope you're still having a fantastic Black Friday. Get out there and enjoy these NBA games tonight. We will see you guys back tomorrow on this channel. If this is your first time tuning in, we appreciate you stopping by. We go live every single day. Come and kick it with us tomorrow in the morning at 11 o'clock Eastern to go through the entire college football and college basketball slate and everything else going on with what's happening today, tomorrow in the sports betting slate, and then Sunday we're going to talk all about the NFL with the Gridiron Gang with these guys and everybody else at Betting News. So we appreciate you guys. Just come kick it with us. Yep. Thank you. Thanks, man. Appreciate you staying for the whole time. We appreciate you being here. Appreciate you. Command wins. Let's go. Appreciate all of you guys popping in and hanging out with us today. Go follow these two fine gentlemen on the Twitter machine at Just Sukh, at VSauce with 3 A's, and go follow me at Sweatpant Jesus, and go follow all of us at Your Betting News. If you're watching us on Twitch, on Twitter, on YouTube, if you're watching the podcast version, if you are listening to the podcast version of this episode, however you're consuming this media, we just appreciate you guys. Go share with a friend. Tell them about us at Betting News. Tell them about everything we got going on, and we'll see you on the next one. Gents, any last words for these beautiful people?
No, just enjoy your Black Friday. Happy holidays to all you Americans out there.
Bing, bong, bang. You guys came for the winners. You stayed for the vibes. We appreciate you guys, and we will catch you tomorrow. Let's go. Peace.
What you know about rolling down in the down in the now I know y'all be loving this shit right here. Rolling. What you gonna do? Rolling. What you gonna do? Down in the rolling. What you gonna do? Right, y'all be loving this shit. What you know about